Yes, it has one of those annoying beeper things that says, the key's still in, the key's still in. You can't work that out. So, how are we today?
I'm fine. Are you?
Splendid. I am. So, following on from your last session, how's your reflection gone from that? What do you enjoy? What have you got out of it? How does that link to what you want to do today?
Yeah, I enjoyed it last session. It was good. What did we do? Reversing. Dual carriageway, wasn't it? Yeah, I felt more confident.
Okay.
After doing that.
Have you been putting that into practice in between?
No, because that means to drive.
All right. Okay.
Because I've had no lights. I've just picked it up from the garage.
Oh, right.
This morning.
Dear me. It seems to be the week for cars breaking.
Well, yeah. Then I got Inez and right then.
Let's hope this is not the third one of the week.
I don't. I put my coat in.
So, in light of what you've done thus far, what would you like to do today?
A bit of everything.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Get on dual carriageway. Do a bit of reversing, normal driving.
Okay. So that's a fairly broad range. What is it you're hoping to gain from today's session?
Be more confident with it all. And
okay. How can we do that?
getting out there and doing it.
Okay. It's I mean, there's no doubt about it. Just being out and about and spending some time and doing things can help. But in order to really gain stuff from it, it's probably best to zone in on some specific targets.
Yeah.
Say I want to work on, like I said, dual carriageway or reverse or whatever it happens to be. This is what I want to get out of it. This is how I know whether that's been successful or not. Right. And then you can accurately measure at the end. Whereas if it's just about and about doing a bit of everything might get a little bit better, but there's no real target being achieved there.
All right then.
So in terms of your learner drivers, motivation is critical to everything. So if we have a specific target and we meet that, then that helps with motivation. If you're just generally bimbling along, then it's...
Yeah, do some dual carriageway then.
Okay, and what do you want to get out of that?
Be more confident on there.
Okay, and what will that look and feel like?
In control of the car.
Okay, and how will you do that?
Put everything into practice that we went through before.
What level of help do you want from me, if any?
None to start with.
Okay. And in terms of review and stuff, do you want to do that on the move? Do you want to pull over and do it? What works best?
Pull over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can probably do that, the loop that we used last time where we've got the little bit to come off and pull over. Yeah. Does that seem like a reasonable place to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I've got this right, we're going to do dual carriageways. You're hoping to become a bit more confident by putting into place the stuff we practiced last time. And then we'll just stop for some regular reviews and see how we're going.
Yeah.
You don't want any help from me initially, unless it's needed.
Unless,
is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it all right if I just ask you some general questions about this and that and the other as we're bimbling around, just as things appear that we might be able to discuss?
Yeah, I'll try and make myself do some commentary as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Splendid.
Shall I?
Okay, so ready enough we go.
I did copy it from the beginning.
12 degrees. It's nearly tropical.
Just a bit this time of year. You've been in, Darren.
So that Darren's been in, he's tall, you see.
Not better. So. Do that.
Breathe in.
Or a bit, wasn't it?
Left at the end of the road. sort of direction. I'll let you choose whichever way you want.
So you can put that low down.
You can adjust the height on this one. Obviously not while
Just
in
cause,
one.
yeah, sat in it for a bit.
Possibly. Be able to reach all the controls comfortably.
Stop it there so I don't block it because I don't think there's room behind that one.
It's an interesting one, isn't it? When the left-hand lane's marked for turning left and the right-hand lane's marked for turning right.
Yeah.
Tell me what your thinking is about signals here.
I'm not going to signal till I've gone past.
Okay.
So I'll set off because I might think I've just done
So as we look ahead, one of them's signalling, one of them isn't. What do you reckon the benefits and drawbacks of each might be?
I think it's because there's at the bus station that's. There's at the bus station lane that's cars in it.
Well, you've chosen this signal. Tell me a bit about that.
So I'm coming left. I'm going left.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So that lane's marked for turning left only, isn't it? Does the signal help anybody, do you think?
No. That's it. Yeah. Yeah. No, because I can't go right, can I?
Does everybody know that?
Maybe not. Some people might not if they've just pulled up and not looked.
We don't get many of them, but we do get some foreign tourists, yeah, so they might not know, or even people who've never visited the town before.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that there's a process goes on in your head where you're considering, do I need to, do I not? And for every action you take as a driver, it's really nice to be able to justify that to somebody who might want to ask you.
Yeah.
I don't know. Might be some clown like me. What you done that for?
Should we want to pull it up? So, are you saying you would then?
Not necessarily.
Left, isn't it? From?
It is. Might depend on the circumstances.
Yeah.
If I thought there was something to benefit from it, I probably would. If there was any doubt in my mind, I probably would. But I think the important thing is that we have a plan and that we're thinking about things. Most drivers just kind of bimble along and stuff happens to them. It's because they've not planned,
Yeah.
not considered the options. Just food for thought. Did I actually give some advice there?
Yeah.
I meant not to do that. Tell me about the situation ahead.
Okay. Brake lights going on, so
What are they for?
slowing down for some reason.
What do you think they're slowing down for?
It could be traffic lights.
The car that was
Cars.
braking, what's just in front of that?
Bus stop.
There's a bus. So how did I pick that up and you didn't? What's that about?
So I went into brake lights first.
So a little thing about what we talked about before about our focal point.
Yeah.
So it's very easy to get drawn to the brake lights here where the real thing is right on the road.
Yeah, because it's out of the way as well.
So while you're looking right up there, you still see it.
Yeah. Not much to see at minutes, it's a right hand bend.
You can first or the second road on the left, so it doesn't really matter.
No.
That'll take us out of the dual carriageway. We'll have a little bit of a play on there. So if we just trundle up this dual carriageway for a few roundabouts and see how it feels.
Yeah. Doing my comment, Andrea.
Oh, okay. Feel free anytime you like.
Right, so I'm gonna go down into second with this one. Not
find a convenient place to pull over on the left. That'll be super duper. I'll leave you to decide where.
Right, pulling over on it.
Yeah, that's
Get
a
past
bit.
that, past these drives.
You can pull over this little lay-by thing if you wanted.
Right on it.
What do you reckon to hear? This stuff?
No, it's just...
Yeah, it's alright.
Is it alright? Because
Yeah,
it's
people can get
national
past them.
speed limit, isn't it?
So talk me through the stuff we've done on dual carriageways there.
I didn't get up to speed quick enough when we first went on, and I could have put my foot down or moved over earlier for that lorry. I think I might have gone into fifth gear too soon for getting speed up as well. Coming back after that roundabout, that last one.
Okay. How does it feel when you're doing it? So what's going on inside?
Didn't feel as confident as I did when we did it the other week.
Okay.
I don't know if that's because I've not been getting out in car as much with it, not been able to drive it much.
I mean, that could be a million and one different reasons, but I suppose the real question is, what can you do about that?
Plan sooner.
Okay. How might you do that?
Looking ahead more and planning when I'm seeing like that lorry.
I mean, I can only tell you what I can observe from here, and I have no idea what's going on inside your mind when you're doing it, but it feels to me like we're waiting for things to happen, and then we'll react to them, rather than looking at what might happen and planning accordingly.
Yeah.
So you're telling me sometimes what you see, but your commentary driving then doesn't involve what am I going to do about that. You're not playing out the options.
Yeah.
Well, this is what might happen here, so because of that I'm going to do this. Because of that I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
This may happen here. And
yeah.
we need to, I think, get used to driving the car. Make it do what you want it to do. And it's a very common thing. There's no wrong with it. It's a dead easy fix. It's almost like our mind is not 100% on the driving. That we're thinking about other things while we're doing. I mean, I've got no idea if that's the case, but that's how it sort of feels.
Yeah.
So it's all really about developing that, because what we're after developing is real flair, real driving flair, so that somebody sat here goes, wow, that's impressive. How do you think you might do that?
I think it's all in planning, like you've said. It's the rather than I think that might be going to happen. Do something. I think it's all like preparation. It's planning. It
can be, but if you've never done that before, or you've never been exposed to it, it can sometimes be hard to find your way through it. Of course, your car's been off the road, so you've not had much chance to practice either, which doesn't help. Is there any way I can help you with that?
Yeah, shall we next time, if you just come in with odd thing if you think
Okay, so what is it, on this next little bit, what is it you're hoping to get from it? What do we want to do different?
Do better.
Okay. It's a bit vague. Do better. I mean, yes, naturally that's a good thing, but we need to pick something to work on and work on it. Would it help you if I demonstrated what I'm on about?
Yeah, if you want.
I mean, I'm happy to do it, and it's just, I'm always worried that this sometimes comes across as showing off, but it's just to show you exactly what it is I mean.
Yeah,
I've got to get this right now, haven't I?
I'm leaving things.
The pressure.
I'm leaving things too late, which is then making me do things that I might not have had to have done.
Yeah.
For instance, that with the lorry, if I'd have got past, he'd have seen my speed up and still known he could have got on. And that made my drive smoother and...
Sometimes, if you've never seen anybody do that sort of commentary driving, I think sometimes it can be a bit of a foreign concept. You know, I think I know what you mean. And it can be a difficult thing to practice, but it's just, I suppose, having something to measure against. And you know, when it comes to teaching your learners, if the only time to offer a demonstration is if you truly believe it'll help, and the learner actually wants it, and they're not just being polite to say, yeah, go on then. Well, let's try it and see if it works. If it doesn't work, well, you can just smack me around the head for wasting your time, and then we'll do something else. Goody, I've got little legs. Sorry, Darren, I'll just crush you in the back there. Any thoughts from the back, Darren?
Yeah, I need a knee replacement now. What thoughts on it?
On anything at all?
Well, I'm just taking notes. I'm just listening to conversation and just sort of like taking it and interpreting it in my, just putting a bit of spin on it from my side. Just alter it a little bit.
So it's if we look at what we're trying to do, you've got all the skills you need. We just need to maybe help you to package it a different way. And get used to maybe a slightly different style of driving, where we're going to make the car work. And it's what I'm about to do isn't car friendly. However, it will demonstrate the point. Have you used this slip road before?
I think so.
It's a pig, this one.
I don't know where.
This is it doubles back on itself and it's very short.
Not sure then.
They use this on test.
Right.
It can be a bit of a nightmare if you're not planned for it.
Right.
I'm going to move off because there's a guy with a trailer behind and I don't want to be stuck behind him coming up this slip road. So, because he's coming up behind, I'm going to work the car. Now, although I've worked it hard, it's still smooth. So the slip road doubles round. I've got my eye on it now. I'm going to try and find a gap that I can get into. I'm going to maintain this speed. This is about the speed I can get around the corner at. See, there's some cars coming towards me. He's turned off. There's a white van gone the other way. It's going to take a second and put some extra revs on. There's a wagon there, a white wagon. I'm going to work to get in front of him. So I'm going to work the car fairly hard. Got my eye on the wagon there. No need for a signal because I'm accelerating away from him. And I've eliminated any chance that that guy causing me any problems. And although I've worked the car hard, gear change and everything's been super smooth. So there's some vehicles ahead. The white van is catching the red van up, so I'm looking at my right hand lane, see if there's an opportunity to get past. Which, there it is. White van's come past him. Keep a check on the red wagon, see where he's going to go. He's continuing on the road we're on, so I'm going to start to think about getting past him now while I'm this distance away. I'm also getting on the black car. Whereas I'm going to take that position in the next lane across. At this point, I'm wary of this black car who's going to come out when we get there, so I'm watching the right hand lane to make sure I've got space to move over if I need to. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of extra gas on, get past him, get him out of the equation. Now I'm just easing back because we're catching him on the van, checking my mirrors. Black car is now pulled out in front of me. I'm staying in this lane because we're approaching a heavy vehicle ahead of us. The blue car is approaching as well and is gaining on him. He's going to pull out in a second, check my mirrors. Black car's maintaining a safe distance behind us. Brake light tells me he's not planning, so I'm just easing off. Check my mirrors, see what's behind. The white van's going to pull back in. We'll keep an eye on this blue car. Ahead there's a white wagon. The vehicles behind him are catching them up, so they're going to overtake. So I've got my eye on that. There's a slip road going off as well, so there's probably a slip road coming back on. In the distance I can see the road ahead, so I'm taking a sneak preview of that. I can take the opportunity to get past this guy now. The white van is getting on the heavy in front of him. Information board ahead. Try and see what that's going to say. Road works, they're not going to affect us, so I'm going to get past. Black car is still behind, broken down vehicle on the left. He's not going to cause me any issues, so I'm happy with him. Again, looking at the black car is catching the white van up ahead of this heavy. We're going to take the next exit from this road, which is still some distance off, so I'll maintain this road position here until I get past this white one. Slip road's coming on, so I've got my eye on it over there. There's a reasonable amount of traffic that I'm going to have to fit in with that in a second. Whereas, pull back in. Still keeping an eye on the road to our left, which is the road we're going on to. We're gaining on the white van, but only just, so I don't think he's going to cause us a problem. Black vehicle's now decided to overtake us. Keep my eye on him. White van coming up very fast in the middle lane. I've got my eye on him. 100 yards to go. Mirrors, keeping an eye on what's happening. I can see the road coming over the top of the one we're going on. That might have given us a bit of a guide. I'm going to have to merge with that traffic at some point. So we're going to get there just behind that green truck. Mirrors, just taking a little bit of road goes off to the left, one off to the right. We're going to stick with the left hand man for now. Still keep my eye on that green truck. Mirrors, nobody behind. Keeping an eye on the road markings, vehicle coming up behind us very fast. So you can see the sort of level of detail you can put into it, but what I'm doing is I'm keeping myself away from all these other vehicles. They'll never become an issue for me. Again, here we're coming up. We're going to stick with the slip road and just leave the road. I'm watching for vehicles on my right who might cut across in front of me. I've got cover from this wagon that's behind, so he's going to shield me from the other traffic. I am aware somebody may go past them and cut back in, like these guys here, so I've got my eye on it just in case. And I'm making little adjustments to keep myself in a bubble. There's space all around me. I'm going to take this exit here, so I get mirrors. When we come to the roundabout at the end of this road, it's controlled by traffic lights. So once I get my eyes on them, I'm going to plan my approach. White van travelling extremely fast, watching for him cutting back across, as I am with a transit van that's following him. There's a white vehicle coming in behind that wagon now. Again, he's moving quickly. He might be, no, he's not going to make it in time to cut across in front of us, so we're all right. So I can see the lights are already on red. So I'll just check my mirrors. I'm just going to ease off the gas and take a little bit of speed off because I'm not holding anybody up, in the hope that those lights are going to change before I get there. Again, keeping an eye on the mirrors. Still lots of brake light activity, so the lights are still red. Now they've gone green. So they're on green, they might change, and there they have. So I'm just going to take a little bit of speed off now. There's no point in taking any gear changes at this point because we're just going to come to a stop at the lights. And keep my eye on my mirrors. Just going to go handbrake. I'll leave it in first because we're first in the queue. They're about to change. Yellow car jumped the red light. We're going to take the slip road off to the left. We can do. The lights that we're going there are already on green. We'll look across and get an early view into that road. Lights beyond that are green. Mirrors, watching for traffic cutting across my path. They shouldn't, but they might. And we're into a 30. Does that help or hinder? It might seem like it's hard to do. It's not once you get used to it.
It does help. It shows me I need to be looking at a lot more. I mean,
like
you might
here,
be seeing them, but yeah.
I'm watching for vehicles growing out of the road, watching for vehicles coming ahead. There may be people turning around and pedestrians crossing. The black car's hovering close now. He's thinking they're coming past.
Yeah.
So I've got my eye on him. He's probably going to make a move when this guy goes past.
No, you can't really see him from.
No, we've gone sensible, which is nice. Bless. So I'll take us back out to where we were before on the dual carriageway and run the same piece of road and show you the difference of that, if you feel that would be useful.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just practice, and you can build these things up very gradually.
Yeah.
Bit by bit by bit. So again, here I'm considering what's happening with that car there. There's people in it. I need the toilet, mummy. So they're not going anywhere. How many times have you had to do that? I need that toilet. 5 minutes after you've left the house when you've said, you don't need the toilet. You no, I've been. You sure? Yes. 300 yards down the road. Need the toilet, mummy. So here I'm taking a look across the top of the road here, trying to see if there's any. I can't see if there'll be any cars, but I would be able to spot bigger vehicles. Pedestrian level crossing ahead of us. So again, I've got the early view of that. Just scanning constantly the road narrows. Like ahead I can see a bridge. We're going to have to go under that. So I've got my eye on it already. So I'm already starting to plan for it. In case these lights change. White vehicles fairly close by, so if they change now I'd have to carry on. Gauging the amount of traffic that's coming towards me. Mirrors. We're on a bus route. That could be a potential hazard. Warning sign ahead. School. What time is it? 1:41. Should be okay. However, it's Christmas time and the schools may be out early.
There's a lot coming out.
So So where there's one, there may be others. Or he's playing truant. So watching for kids that may be around this corner playing.
Yeah.
I know I can move across because there's nobody coming towards me. The white car behind's fairly far back. Lights are on red. This should be about to change to green. So I'm going to take a lower gear and feed some extra revs in, so I've got the car balanced in that gear. I've got power I can punch in if I need it. It doesn't look this time that we're going to get the opportunity to do that. Checking the mirrors, make sure there's no bikes or motorbikes overtaking. Nobody behind us, so I'm just going to trundle up here a bit steady. See if I can time it so that the lights change. Not this time, but the thought's there. Keeping an eye on the junction. A few pedestrians around the place. It's Friday, so there is a market, and it is before Christmas. Shoppers tend to jump around and leap out all over the place.
Had Friday as well.
Oh yeah. So because we're a bit back in the queue, we can afford to go back to neutral, take the gear when we get ready. Quick check the mirrors. Go forward, checking across the junction, make sure there's nobody going to step out in front of us. There's a pushchair there. Keep an eye on that. Check right and left, nobody jumping the lights. Look in at the road. Looking all the way ahead, there's some parked vehicles, there's some cars coming towards us, so that could throw people on our side of the road. There's a gap between us and the vehicle in front that might encourage that car coming towards us to jump out. Keeping an eye on the pedestrians, I'm happy they're not going to cause me a problem. Whereas they're not going to go for it, so we're alright. Brake light activity, but the brake lights go out once the car's gone around the corner. That would probably indicate the road's clear, but I know there's nearly always parked cars around here. Pedestrians coming towards me. Two vehicles towards, not causing me an issue. Parked vehicles on my side of the road. Mirrors, checking on the reflection of the side of the cars. See if there's any vehicles coming the other way. A couple of junctions to the left. Mirrors, happy with that. I caught the reflection of that car in the windows as we were coming up and the van. Large vehicle ahead, is he moving away? Yes he is. Check my mirrors, just ease off, let him get out of my way. He's not going to cause me a problem now. Watching for vehicles emerging and crossing. I'm going to take the first road to the left, so mirrors, signal. Just feed second gear in nice and smoothly. Cyclist ahead of us. He's going to finish that drink in a second and probably set off, so we've got my eye on him. Then we'll go left at the end of the road. Queue of traffic towards us. There's the car turning in. I know there was nobody coming from that way at that point because he turned across. If he was staying there might be some traffic on my right.
Yeah.
Checking to the right, but I'm also keeping an eye on the garage here. There's a red car just pulling out of it. He might cause me an issue. So I'm ready for it just in case. One emerging. Mirrors. Parked vehicles on the other side of the road which might throw the oncoming traffic into my path. Large vehicle towards. Not going to cause me an issue just now. Junctions left and right. One emerging from the right. Clear on the left. Keeping an eye on the pedestrians. Happy that it's clear right. Keeping an eye on the vehicle in front. Watching for brake light activity for some reason or another. Warning sign ahead. Staggered junction. Anybody near the traffic lights? No. One vehicle turning right. Now the black vehicle is too. If he tucks over enough, we'll get through. If not, we're going to just have to ease back. And the blue car hasn't left us enough room. I'm going to ease forward here gently, but I've still got my eye on him just in case. Checking left and right. Clear now. We're on a bus route. And this is left and right, pedestrian ahead with a dog. Is it a dog? No, it's a bag. So the bag won't be on all eat. Fire station ahead. Keep an eye on that. Junction right, junction left. Mirrors. Change the speed limit. Mirrors. Shoulder checking off. Heavy towards me. Warning signs ahead. Oh, sorry, primitive signs ahead, but that's for the other side of the road. Doesn't concern us. We're on a bus route. Hazard lines are staying long, so that would indicate there's some other hazard ahead, which is obviously a bend. Scanning as far as I can along the road, looking into the garden here, see if there's any activity. Somebody going to come lurching out of there on a motorbike or in a car. Some activity on the right. Can't tell what it is yet. Might just be parked up. Again, junction on the right. I'm happy that it's clear. And there's that car that I saw moving before just turning onto this road. So we'll take the second turning on the left. There it is. slightly to the right to get a better view around the bend. Checking across this junction, there's one towards us. He might be going to emerge. He might be turning left into the slip road we're about to use. So the mirrors, he is turning left. So I'm off the gas now, but I'm not braking. I'm assessing the junction. I'll cancel the signal. I'm going to take the speed of what I need. Third gear will do us here. Checking all around and round I go. One towards it, not cause me an issue. Junction on the left. Some warning sign telling me that one towards. Learner, he might be turning. Check my mirrors. I've got plenty of room to brake firmly if I need to. I'm going to maintain third gear here because it gives me a bit of acceleration control. I'm checking across to the dual carriageway, see if I can see anything coming my way. So I get the chance to take that sneak preview of what I was going to take, and I'm still going to maintain third. Joining the dual carriageway, I'm going to use the full length of the slip road. I'll assess now how quick I need to be. So I'm going to punch a bit of power in. Okay, not in that gear, I'm not. I'm going to use the full length of the slip road. I'm making sure here that my acceleration is going to keep me out of the way of that white van behind me. Leaving it in the lower gear a bit longer. I'm going to get up to the right speed. Checking ahead, there's a slip road going off, that means one coming on. My right hand lane is clear, 300 yards to go. Select fifth. I'm thinking about the right hand lane in case I need it. Keeping an eye on the slip road coming on. Road narrows a little bit further up. We've got a little bit of room before that happens. It's still clear on the right in case somebody comes out, which they have done. So I'm going to take that position over there. I'm maintaining my speed. I know I've got enough momentum to carry it past me, past that car that's come on. Once I'm past it, check where it's come back in. Slow vehicle ahead, I'm going to have to take action on that now because there's no room to get past. So I'm going to kill a bit of the speed now and then just ease off, try and maintain this sort of distance from him. Check out what's happening at the roundabout. We're going to go ahead. These vehicles all look to be going ahead. There's a white vehicle emerging from that junction onto this road. He's not going to cause me an issue because he's not going to be there. Just checking that that black vehicle is going where I think he is. There's a gap there that's got my name on it. I'm going to just take third, maintain a distance from him because we've still got the slow moving vehicle ahead. I'm going to look for an opportunity to overtake if he doesn't turn off, but he has. Now we're feeding the 1400 cc's of raw power pedestrians on the right that might be going to come this way. Again, they look like schoolboys at the end of term, so careful. Working the car again. Looking as far into the bend as I can. The road narrows ahead. I'm going to go to that roundabout, turn around and come back down this road. A lot of what I do here will be based on what this fella ahead of me does. Checking the mirrors, nobody behind. Exclamation mark, it's a general caution. Watching what I'm doing. Sign ahead means dual carriageway end, so the speed limit changes from 70 to 60 because of the different kind of road. Got my eye on the roundabout already. One coming ahead, the one behind him. Mirrors, nobody behind. Still got the power on. I've now come off the power. This vehicle's turning left. I'll start to brake now. I'm braking sufficient so that I will come to a stop at the giveaway line. But as we get there, I'm probably not going to need to. So third will probably suffice here. He's positioned a little bit wide for turning left, so I've got my eye on him. I've not signalled because there's nobody behind me. But I'm looking for an opportunity to signal. Check up the road. They're behind there a long way off. I'll signal now for that white van. Feed the power in. Again, eyes as far down the road as I can see. There's one ahead of us who seems to be slowing down. There we go. And I'll take us off here and then you're going to have a match. So it's all about really not letting anybody else get you into trouble. Assuming that everybody around you is an idiot and that you can't trust them and that you've got to do the thinking for them. And then if it turns out that they are an idiot, well, it just doesn't matter because you've planned for it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And at all times, me driving is brisk and businesslike. Whenever trundling to things, we're driving the car. We're not allowing things to happen to us. Pop the signal on because there's someone behind us. And we'll swap seats once these big vehicles have come past. Look at this guy in the white van. Really?
That's what happened to him when that car back at hell.
The world's full of idiots. the world and the roads are full of idiots. What I want to know is, who teaches these people to drive?
Want you worry about?
Well, I can't say for sure.
I've picked up on something with what I think I'm frightened to give it some power when I'm in lower gears.
Give it the beans. Drive it.
Yeah, because I'm always, if I've got somebody in with me, they'll say, "Oh, you're in wrong gear." So
There's nothing wrong with the way you drive. It's very smooth. It's nice and relaxed and stuff. But it's not. We're not like.
yeah,
We're not driving the car.
yeah,
We'll do some stuff perhaps on another session where we'll introduce you to limit point and reading bends and stuff, and you'll start to develop a lot of fun from driving the car
Yeah.
and making the car do what you want and getting it balanced and like just you become almost at one with the road and with the car.
yeah,
Where for most people driving's a fairly utilitarian thing. It's getting A to B, and they don't really derive much
Yeah.
joy from it.
that is what I picked up on. Yeah,
Okay. Do you need any help?
short leg seat.
That's all right. Darren will be glad of the leg room.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, plenty of room.
So hopefully that's helped. Do you need any extra help from me, or do you just want to go and play with some of them ideas?
Yeah, if you think you need to come in, then
All right.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so the pedestrian right close, and he's gone back other way now, swinging his arms. Yeah.
We've obviously offended him somehow.
I don't know.
I mean, we don't want to be redlining the engine, but that's not.
Yeah.
It does modern engines good to be worked every once in a while.
I've got it. That's quite foreign to me to.
How did it look? How did it feel?
Smooth and like you're in control, and yeah,
That's what we're after.
yeah,
I can choose to drive slow and trundly, but I can also do that.
yeah.
Horses for courses. On the phone, and we caught her on video.
Mother.
Yes. I think he's driving BMWs that does other people. So if we went left at this roundabout and follow that road for several roundabouts ahead, that'll give you some varying roads to not mess around with. It's going to rain, isn't it?
It's pretty good. Yeah. Your wipers coming automatically.
They don't. It's not that posh.
Just lies. Yeah.
Yeah. So left at the roundabout. So have a think about it. How much planning can you do on the way in here?
What you can see, really.
Tell me what you're thinking about now.
Pedestrians. Someone's got a dog.
Anything else?
Yeah, there's a slow-moving vehicle ahead.
Tell me what you're going to do about that.
I'm gonna give myself plenty of time to get around it. And we're not on a
You're
dual
gonna do that?
carriageway, so it's
Go on.
might not be able to get by because there's a roundabout coming up.
So what are you going to do in lane of that?
Keep my distance behind. Start slowing down. We're going straight ahead.
Yes, please. But you haven't done what this chap's done and gone right up to him. Now he can't see past him. So you've left yourself with options.
Yeah, so I'll see what's going on at either.
So how busy is the next roundabout? No wonder. When could you see that?
Until I come round.
You can actually see it before you do that roundabout.
Right.
So eyes
Looking
moving
far enough.
all the time, constantly scanning. What's going to happen? What's not going to happen?
Yeah.
What's possible? What can I see? What information can I gather?
Some pelican crossing here as well. Don't look that busy at a minute. We're going Yeah, I'm going. Would you have stopped in third there and just give it?
Possibly. When did you make the decision that you were able to go?
About 10 yards before.
Could you have made that decision earlier, do you think?
Yeah, because I could see a bit further.
You could actually see through the trees and see the road coming up there, so you can tell them something there.
Yeah.
So it's just getting that extra pieces of information. Because the more information you've got, the better your decision's likely to be.
Yeah.
It's not something you can't just flick a switch in your head and make this happen. It takes a lot of practice. But when you get good at it, it's a joy. You see the vehicles towards you.
Yeah.
You see the vehicle behind you.
Yeah.
So just by taking that little early view up there. There you go. So we were aware of those vehicles, not just him.
Yeah.
So you play the what if game. What if one of those is catching the other one, he overtakes him? What if this vehicle turns off? What if this happens? What if there's somebody hidden?
Yeah.
And you forewarned is forearmed, as it were. So we know there's a roundabout.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead. As well as taking into
cars,
consideration what's happened here, also taking any early information you can get about the road you're going on to.
Going straight ahead.
Yes, please.
Right. Beat this lorry. It's pretty quiet.
So how did that feel in terms of planning?
Better.
What made it different?
Planned ahead sooner, I think.
At what point did you make the decision to go?
As I'm coming round about to indicate to come up.
It's hard to say, isn't it?
It's not moving, is it?
He's actually got his hazards on. Just they're not working on the trailer. Are you ready to consider it? So did you make the decision to go earlier or later than before?
On that, earlier to get by him. Because he weren't moving it. He was just stood, so.
Okay. And then looking about the last roundabout back. Were you earlier or later making a decision there?
Earlier. He's turning off, so I was gonna.
Roundabout at the end of this road, we'll go left. So is there anybody on this slip road coming up? How do you know?
It's clear. The bit I can see is clear. Can't see any lights.
because you know you're going to stop in that distance. Just means you give it a bit more of a boot full of brake when you do it.
Yeah.
As long as we're squeezing, so you can leave it. It's all about the timing thing. I thought I'd just do that to see if that helped. But it didn't, because you just ignored me.
It's alright.
It's completely fine.
Even like my brain was telling me to brake in. I could hear you saying no.
It does. So what do you know about the situation ahead of you at the minute?
It's flowing because it's if any farm vehicle come out of there, out of the fields.
So again, if you're driving this road in the dark and you can only see a few yards ahead, you've got this lane system, then you've got this one. What does that tell you? Now we've got a solid line.
It's to do it overtaking, isn't it?
So why would they put that there? So no overtaking here, but it's okay to overtake there?
It's so everyone in overtaking at the same time. There's only one side can overtake.
Yep, the more pent, the more hazard.
Yeah.
So again, you're coming against the brow of a hill, then you get the dotted line. It must be straight around. There's a little less of a hazard. There is, of course, this stuff to contend with.
Yeah. It's broadcast at farm vehicles as well, into the Osage Road.
So roundabout ahead, we'll take the road to the right. See if you can leave everything just a little bit later so we get a bit more pace. So we go right at the roundabout. Give it a bit more power. Let's pick up a little bit of speed. Trust me, see how it goes. So keep the power on.
We're right.
Come off the power now. Yeah, we'll go right. Put your foot over the brake, but don't brake yet. Now brake. There's a gap with your name on it. Select the gear, ease the brake off you go. So it's completely unhurried when you get there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yet it feels like it's going to be hurried.
Yeah. Right round.
We'll take this one.
So,
Go.
stop in third.
Go. Work it. Make it work. Let me hear the engine sing. Don't change. Don't change. Don't change. Don't change. Go on, go.
Change. Oh. Did you want me to change?
It's fine. So get used to working the car a bit harder. Now change it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still in third. There you go. So by doing that, you're making the car work. You're getting clear of any danger.
So I've always got it in my head because I've been told not that I make wrong game when I do that.
Yeah, that's fine. And there's times for just trundling up like that, but if you're coming onto a busy road and there's a lot of traffic around, or if you're joining a slip road, get it worked.
Yeah.
So tell me about your choice of lane here.
I'm going to go in this one because it's off here now.
Okay. We'll go left in the roundabout. Keep the power on. Come off the power now, but don't brake. Don't brake. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Now brake. Can you go in front of the white van?
Yeah.
Take the gear. Ease off the
'cause it's
brake.
coming up.
Take the gap. How's that feel?
Yeah.
Loads of time.
Yeah, better.
It's a bit unnerving the first few times. You think, I want to brake. Follow the road ahead. So you could brake comfortably to a stop here, but you can also change your mind and find a gap. Go.
Coming up here.
No, we'll follow around to the second exit. So we need to be making our decisions as early as we can, really, but without compromising safety. Same again, we'll go ahead. Mic check down here. If you're braking late, if you need a gear change, then just go.
Not application.
That's it. Cool. So should we try that on some different types of roads? about being thoughtful and just working with what you've got. So tell me what you can do about this guy here.
There's a lot of traffic. I can see it right around Ben lorries.
So what will you do because of that?
Keep me safe distance behind him.
There you go, easy peasy.
And there's one with hazards on as well. Cars are coming round it.
Now then, just come off the gas and back on, off and back on.
Yeah.
See how the car feels. Now what I'd like you to do is to take it down into third gear
Right.
and feed enough power on to keep the speed the same. Say into third.
How am I doing? I think I'm in mine. And
So try it again now, just drop it into third, feed some power on. So you're in fourth, go straight forward to third. Feed some gas in so you're not slowing down. Now come off it on the gas. So you've got usable power now. If an opportunity arises to get past it, you punch that pedal to the floor, the car will go. But you can also balance the car.
yeah.
So that's something that we don't get taught to use. See how that helps you on the approach this round. Stick with third. Yeah, don't mess with anything yet. Start checking out what's happening. Check the road from the right. Is there anybody there? Big vehicles from the left. We're going to get there before them. Now when you ease off the gas here, you've got a bit of gentle braking. You can start having a plan. You might need to stop, you might not. If you get an opportunity to catapult through, this gear will do. If you don't, you might need to change it. But go ahead. Can we go? Ease off the brake, off the brake, off the brake, off the brake. Go. So you're coming up there, like thinking, oh, what's happening? Just pick your spot, go.
Yeah.
And you're able to go right through there, staying in the gear you're running on the approach. No brakes needed, no further planning, just where it goes.
Yeah.
You've got to, now I've helped you with that obviously, but when you get used to that, things become easy.
Yeah.
Does that help?
Yeah.
Excellent. Is it me or is it getting warm in here? Do that or it's the menopause. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to go slow when you're being going quick.
Yeah.
So tell me what you've got to hit, what you're going to do about it.
It's coming to a village now, so it's 30 miles an hour, so I've slowed down.
Why are you slowing down?
Because it goes to keep to the speed limit and we've got a bend.
Okay.
Can't see round. See a reflection, all this traffic coming, the red lights for it.
Look at
Windows.
the cars ahead of you. Anybody braking?
No, that's
Must
the
be clear.
lights. Yeah.
You can keep your eye on above the top there, so watch for brake light activity. Anything indicate to you that you might need to slow down.
Yeah, the car's turning.
There you go. So what might you do about that?
Slow down.
Take a bit more pace off now.
Yeah.
Take the lower gear, and then you're ready for a clearance. So you're keeping yourself out of
Yeah.
the situation.
Rather than just.
And you've got balance, you've got usable power. You can also come off the gas and slow yourself down with it.
Yeah.
Acceleration sense, we call it. I seem to vaguely remember coming out this way with Darren, and we got lost out here, didn't we? I got lost. I ended up having to say, Darren, do you know where you are?
Yeah, there are quite a
Did
few
you?
picked up in this room.
Yeah. So I've just gone to 40 now to National.
So, talk to me about your planning.
I'm going to get up to 60 miles an hour, so I'm not holding all the traffic up. It's pretty clear, but there's a lot of oncoming traffic. Which way? Junction coming up. Some traffic in front now.
Tell me about what they're doing and what you're doing.
Seem to be going slower because
So you know when you're talking about I've
Yeah.
seen such and such and such,
Yeah.
and at the end just thinking, well, so what? So what am I going to do about that?
at the minute I've got quite a good safe distance, so big white van just pulled out of it.
How much can you see across here? You
Yeah.
might get a clue.
Oh, yeah.
You might not.
Looking ahead at that one now, not that one. Well, I can't pull it out.
So really, when you're playing the what-if game, a nice one asks is, junction ahead, how hard can I brake?
Yeah,
Is the question, because if there's somebody really close up behind you,
yeah.
that affects things.
It's not too close.
Well, looking ahead, what do you see? What might that
Okay, so
what
we're
might
going
you
to
do?
bend to the left.
Anything else?
Yeah, we're coming to a village again.
What might that mean?
Slowing down for 30 mile. Can see signs coming up now.
So as we slow to 30, what might happen with that BMW behind us?
Get closer.
Do they look like they might overtake
And
you?
we've got pedestrian in.
Police now. Been an accident.
So what do you want me
So
to do then?
we'll have to go right.
She wants me to turn around. She looks cold.
It
Her
does.
feet hurt. One or
Or both.
two. Yeah.
Do you know where you are?
No.
I mean, neither. That's the job bucket, isn't it?
Fine. we're heading Selby way, won't we?
Yeah, let's just follow this road, see where we go. Piece of the world we've not seen before.
I think I know this area.
What's the downside is, like, you look at all these cars behind, I think they've made the assumption we know where we're going.
Right. And she's on road. What do you think, left?
What do you reckon? If we were left to your sense of direction, go right.
Would you?
Yeah,
Go back where we came.
yes. Why would I think that, do you think?
Because I didn't know where I was going.
What's that over there?
On that power station.
Which power station is it?
Is it Nottingham?
Yeah, it's Pontefract. How do I know that?
So to do it
Two chimneys here.
yeah.
Two thin chimneys. The other ones have all just got one fat. So this is an interesting piece of road.
Yeah. Let's take it steady around here.
So it's a single track.
Playground.
So they normally say you should adjust your speed so you can stop within the distance you can see to be clear.
Yeah.
What difference does that make on a single track, do you think? Is it different or is it...
No, you'd need to be able to stop sooner because there's nowhere for the car to go.
So it's half the distance that you can see to be
Yeah.
clear because somebody else might need the same amount of space. There you go, he's seeing you all the time. So it's just giving you some handy hints and tips and one or two concepts to think about. See where
Yeah.
it goes from there. You can play with it. You and Darren can go out and play with that. Darren knows how to do all of that. Expert on it these days.
I'm getting jealous it back in. Everybody's having a good drive round.
I'll let you choose because I have no idea. But I would have gone this
Have I
way.
come away from
No, I think we're all right.
no cars?
I think if you'd have turned left there, you'd have gone to Birkin, and I think it's flooded if we were
Right.
come over.
Good choice then.
In that case, you go the right way. And I think this is the road we were on already.
Yeah.
I think.
Power station's down there, isn't it? Motorbike behind me.
I wonder what's happening there then in that village. It's a 30 mile an hour and they've shut road off.
Oh, again, we had a bit of rain last. I wonder if there's maybe been some flooding. Maybe the river's burst its banks or something. So in terms of developing this further,
Yeah.
what will you do?
Go out and practice it.
dazzle our friend the examiner with our stylish driving. That's what it's all about. Show him you really know what you're about. You make the car do whatever you want it to do. And the key thing, same with the L test and the Part 2 test you're saying, how are you fitting in with the world around you?
Yeah.
You're creating opportunities for yourself to keep out of the way of these people, rather than letting things happen to you.
Yeah.
That's it. Time flying, we are having fun.
Where is from and
Does this feel different to you, the driving that you're doing now?
yeah.
What's different about it?
Feel a bit better. More control.
Oh, I know where I am again then. Makes sense.
Look fries. Still my speed again.
Well, it certainly feels more brisk and businesslike from this side. I don't know if
Does
that's
it?
how it
Oh,
feels
good.
to you.
Yeah. I'll see you doing. Gonna move on.
Too cold for jogging. And it's always too cold for jogging. I used to jog all the time.
I do.
God, I don't know how I did it.
In all weathers.
Yeah. I used to ride motorbikes through the winter and all. I don't know how I did that.
Summer biker now.
Oh, good. Oh, definitely. I used to be a right gym monkey at one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where I found the motivation. It's just soul destroying now. It's just, well, listen, clearly you can tell I'm not visiting the gym a lot.
Never do I. I used to do a lot of sport, but not now.
So, how about you take us back to the office, putting into that route as many different kind of roads as you can. You plot that out. How does that sound?
Do you want me to get lost?
So a bit of dual carriageway, a bit of rural, a bit of town driving. Actually, I suppose any route back's going to give you that. And of course, it doesn't always work. It's a big queue of traffic. What's that all about? Nice. How did that feel?
Better.
Okay. What was better about it?
I took the gap, the first gap that I could take.
You saw it, took it.
Yeah.
Slightly different driving style than the way you were doing before.
Yeah.
It's always one of the most gratifying things when learning takes place. And it's always better when it comes out rather than you trying to put it in. More of that when we come to part 3.
Close, aren't you, from Christmas Eve?
Yes.
And then it's when schools go back into, is it 4th of January?
Yeah, office is back on the 4th. I'm back on the 20th.
20th.
To sunny Australia. Yay!
Lovely. Whereabouts is it you going again?
Melbourne. It'll be very, very warm. Yeah, there's some, again, who teaches these people to drive? So again, it's like, here, look at the view you get of the road you're going on.
Yeah.
So it'd be crazy not to take that view. By picking up that extra information, it just helps.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do? So you were ready there if anything happened.
Yeah.
You just eased off a little bit and balance it you carry. So if he does go, you get more of the feeling of, well, I knew that was going to happen and I had planned. So I feel good about myself rather than rushing up to it and going, you idiot, look what you've done. Because it changes the way we feel about things.
Yeah.
Because you're in control. Things don't happen to you anymore. It's like the position you've taken here. No matter what they do now, you can cope with it comfortably. Where if the white car does something outrageous, that black one's probably going to break hard.
That's why I've dropped
The
back.
silver one.
They're all together now.
Yeah. So it's keeping yourself away from that kind of nonsense. Because if they do something crazy, you're going to break gently to a stop, which means that the one behind us isn't going to hit us. So you're in command of the situation around you. Marvellous. Well, I shut up now and leave you to crack on. See how we do.
Just had to brake, but I ain't had to brake.
Correct. We used acceleration sense. Have you got the? I know we don't give it as part of the course. We ever come across the roadcraft? Put it on your Christmas list.
What, roadcraft?
Roadcraft. It's the police driving manual.
Alright.
Fascinating read.
Do I want to be left or straight over?
You decide.
Oh dear.
How did that roundabout feel?
I'm more in control.
That's the phrase I was going to say. It never at any point felt like you didn't know what you were doing then.
What a bit.
Doesn't always work. So if you come to that situation again, what would you do different?
Braked a bit sooner, I might have got off in second if,
There you go.
yeah.
Bingo. It nearly worked.
Yeah.
Nearly. Whereas before you might have possibly just trundled up and stopped. You're now thinking about it actively all the
Yeah.
time. You'll see that that'll make a big change in the way you drive. Such a simple thing. So there's a white van here.
Yeah. Can I come off here?
Oh, we've got that. There he is.
Should have done that sooner.
listening skills. So if we take the road to the right at the roundabout, the fourth exit will take us onto the M62 towards Manchester. Then we'll come off at Skip. I'm in a right mess of this. The amount of cars that come into this left-hand lane to turn left up towards Hull and then suddenly realise, just like him,
Right.
that left-hand lane's just for the services. This guy's the same. Yep. Gotta love them. Of course, once it starts getting busy, well, you just gotta wait for a gap. You can't always create them.
Yeah.
No, all the way around.
Oh, good. I don't think we're east then.
So I'll follow the road towards Manchester on M62. Go on, give it some. So because you've carried the extra speed in, it becomes a bit easier.
Should I have been faster or slip round? Could you have done it that way?
I might have kept the power on a little longer and got in front of him,
Yeah.
or behind him, either way. Don't get caught like
Yeah.
in between things or anything, if that makes sense. So you're making things happen. And you'll come off at the Polyfrac turning.
That's that
So we'll take the Polyfrac turn off. So you're going to go in front of them or behind them or behind? Yeah, that's one of those things you need to think. Right, decide front, behind. Then you've got
slip
loads of
road now,
other
isn't it?
things. Yeah. And we need this next exit. So we're going to need a plan to get across. And then we need the left-hand lane. So in those sort of circumstances, we have to create opportunities for ourselves.
Yeah.
What's this guy doing?
Yeah.
And then left to the roundabout. Of course, the faster you're going, the less time you've got for planning.
Yeah.
So the concentration levels need to go. The problem is, on these faster moving roads, people tend to relax rather than concentrate more because it's fairly easy to drive on them until you've got to make split-second decisions.
Yeah.
Having said that, they are the safest roads, by the way. So we'll follow the road ahead. Well, you know where you're going.
I'm not good at walking this bit.
So I understand. Is that a lazy afternoon this afternoon?
As well.
Is that a lazy afternoon today?
Yeah.
Well, the loads of writing in here.
So you've got quiet now then, isn't it?
All I've got to do is just say exactly what you said, and I'll be alright.
Oh, I don't know
If
about
everything
that.
was as easy as that. Like that.
I think we can get ourselves, too caught up in you should do this, you shouldn't do that, this is what you should do, this is what you shouldn't. I think when you're trying to help somebody to learn, as long as the intent behind whatever you're doing is designed, or is to your desire is to actually help the learner, you're not too far wrong. We just have to be careful that we don't get caught up into thinking all the learning has to come from us into them. As for the most part, all your learners have got everything they need inside them already. Our job's to just try and get it out.
What's the chances that he's going to put his foot down here?
So I think it's fairly sure.
And then want this lane.
They put them Vauxhall Astra VXRs, they put things in exhaust to pop they're all at it.
Yeah.
Just a routine. That were me, that, if you hear that.
How many?
Week before last. There's a couple of young ones around here. One in particular who's got a Renault Clio with these stupid big exhausts on it, and he hasn't sorted out the jets in his carburetor, so it bangs and pops all the time, but it's as slow as.
I've never known a Clio as loud as that before. It's ridiculous, it's like a shotgun going off.
But it's not very quick. It's just, where's the point? Just makes a lot of noise.
It's not the like, is
Yeah, because young girls really find that sexy. They like that, like cars that make a lot of noise, and they like to see drivers. They like to see young lads driving, leaving loads of rubber on the road. That really switches young girls on, that. I don't know wherever that comes from, because I used to think the same when I was a young'un, that somehow girls are going to be impressed by me driving like a pillock.
They're going right back.
Yeah. There's nobody booked here again.
Yeah.
That's unusual. Obviously all had an early finish today. So tell me about that.
I felt a lot better with that. I think
Okay.
I made a couple of late decisions there on the motorway. I think I got a bit.
Okay. And nobody
But
gets it right
the-
all the time.
Giving it some power in lower gears and what we were doing at roundabouts. Yeah,
It certainly changes how it feels at this side. How does it change how it feels at that side?
a lot. I felt more in control.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Cool. So with that, you can go away and play nice now. Now
Yeah.
you've got your car back. And then we'll pick up when I get back.
Yeah.
Yeah, although I'm sure you guys
Yeah.
will be doing some bits and bats in between. The stuff that you were doing today, the demonstration stuff that I do, Darren can do that quite very well too. I was going to say quite well, he does it better than quite well. So I think that's the key really, is to have a specific goal and work on it.
Yeah.
And you zone in on it, and you get to a point where it's fixed, rather than just making little improvements on lots of things, because that can get a drifty sort of feel about it.
Yeah.
So if you just say, right, I want to work on this today, this is how I want to do it, this is what success is going to look like, and how will I measure that? So that may or may not help.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add to that? Any thoughts about a provisional plan for next time, or are you just going to go away and practice and see what the world brings you?
Yeah, I'll go away and practice, and
Okay.
then I'll come back with a better plan
Okay.
of what I want to work on.
It's probably worthwhile doing some reflective notes for yourself. What do you like? What do
Yeah.
you not like? Were you surprised by anything in a good way, in a bad way?
Yeah.
Some of the things that happened in light of that. What might you do different if it happened again? And it just starts to. That reflective process will help lock things away in your subconscious. Which I feel like your map of the world that you can refer to at any time.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well done.
Yeah.